Hi, my name is Gabby and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to budget my first paycheck of September. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I have just under $1,700 to budget for my first paycheck. This is a regular paycheck with absolutely no overtime after my 401k deductions, my train pass, HSA, everything's taken out. So this is what a base paycheck would look like. $1,685.91, and September is fully funded, but we do have a few overspent categories which I'm actually going to come back and take care of. So we'll just go ahead and start by funding October. Saving and investing, we'll go ahead and skip. We'll start by taking care of bills. What I've decided to do is go ahead and fund half of everything rather than skipping some. Typically, it was my food categories I would fund with my next paychecks. I'm just gonna go ahead and fund half of everything and then see what we have left. So for bills, that's my gym, phone bill, electricity, rent, and the utility fee that we pay our building. Then subscriptions and streaming, that would take care of Hulu, Apple One, Netflix, my Aura Ring, New York Times subscriptions, which I actually have to cancel. I'm gonna see if there's a new promotion I can sign up for because the year promotion ends this month is September, so I don't know if I'll have it for October, but I do want to get it funded in case I'm able to get a new promotion. Otherwise, I'll cancel it. My renter's insurance is fully funded. It's ready to go for January, but we'll fund YNAB, Amazon Prime, my Stubs membership, the Divvy membership, and any credit card fees that I have to save for. So all of that will be $44.32 with this paycheck. All of my food would be $275 for half. And then variable expenses, entertainment, rideshare, miscellaneous, and I wanted to see how much I've been spending in miscellaneous because I feel like I've been spending more than $25. Let's see, what's my average spent? $21.12. Okay, so pretty close actually. Just last month was a little more. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave it at $25. Rideshare average spent is $22.62, so less than the $50. I just like to make sure I have the money available in case I ever feel the need to take a rideshare more often. We try to avoid it when we can, but since we don't have a car, there are times when we need to take a rideshare because we're out too late, which doesn't happen that often. We prefer to be home late at night, but if we ever do decide to go out and it's too late, or if for whatever reason I feel unsafe, I want to have the option to take a ride share, which is why I like to fund that a little more than I would normally use. But I do try to take the bus or the train when possible and try to avoid that, since the bus and train are included in my train pass that I mentioned a little bit ago. So I'll go ahead and fund half for my variable expenses. All right, for the Gabby Improvement Fund, that's $185, which would cover under things, which are start saving to buy underwear, like socks, undies, bras, shopping, hobbies, personal care, self-care, tennis. This won't be sending any money to birthday or my solo trip. Those are sinking funds that I'm funding in different ways, so not sending any money there. We'll go ahead and fund half. Awesome. And then For sinking funds, I think the only thing is medical. I'm trying to build this up. There's no money in there right now, but I do have to submit for reimbursement and for a couple of things. So I'll have a little more money in there once I do that. And then my last section down here is travel, which I'm not actively working on saving any money towards that. So October is half funded, which is perfect. So my next paycheck, I will need $1,354.86 to fully fund October. Anything over that will go towards any extra spending I want to have, or sinking funds. So I have $331.12 from this paycheck to go into September, and this is where I would go into my overspending and see if I want to cover any of this. The medical, I am looking to get some things reimbursed, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. Personal care, I do need to take care of this, but I'm actually not going to take care of this with my ready to assigned. And then hobbies, I do need to take care of this as well. But let's go back to my full budget. All right, personal care. I asked my sister. My sister was just here with us. She came to visit. We had a blast. She arrived on the 6th and then she left today on the 15th, which is why this video is a few days late. We had so much fun. Every single day was go, go, go. So it was a busy few days, a busy week and a half, really. We got a lot of stuff in during this time. But one of the things I asked her to do, since she's really into this, she's really knowledgeable and has been dealing with this for so many years, long before it was popular, was to come up with a skincare routine for me. It's something I've never done. I only wash my face like in the shower when I take a shower, and just with like the soap that I use for my body. It's something that I've wanted to work on for years. I've always put it in my yearly like goal list, and I've never taken the time to learn. But she's really knowledgeable, and so I asked her to come up with a skincare routine. She asked me for a budget, and I was like, well, I don't really have a budget for it, but within reason. And so, I mean, she knows me, she knows how much I make, and she knows that it has to be something simple enough that I would be willing to do every morning and every night. But I want it obviously to work, so I am willing to put in the time to do it. And we spend this week putting it together, going to all these different stores to buy it, and she taught me how to do it, what order and what each thing is for. She wrote down a list of like when to do what and in what order. So I did spend a fair amount of money, everything but the toothpaste, so $195 on skincare, but she says this should last me about 6 months. I spent my entire life with not doing any skincare, and my skin is actually like decent. Like some people have told me that I have nice skin. I think without looking too closely, like you don't see anything like really concerning, but it could always be better. And you know, as I'm getting older, I want to make sure that if there's anything I can do to keep it looking its best, that I do it. So I finally gave in to her and allowed her to put this together for me, and I've been doing it most nights that she's here, and I'm going to continue to do it every night now that we are going back to like just like a regular schedule without having activities every night, and getting back to a routine. So anyways, that's what this overspending is. She put together the skincare routine. I was expecting to kind of blow through my personal care budget. It's kind of why I've been saving up for it, because we had been talking about it for a while, and I knew that there would likely be overspending, but I thought that I had saved up enough between personal care and self-care to kind of, you know, take care of anything that I would need to to spend on this. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this with the self-care budget. And then I'll go ahead and snooze this because I don't really want to send any extra money there. My self-care sinking fund is looking still pretty healthy even after having my eyebrows done late last month and then getting a haircut fairly recently. So it's looking pretty healthy. I want to get a massage at some point. Probably not this month because we're going to Salt Lake really soon, but maybe in October. And then hobbies is something that I didn't really expect to spend so much money this month, but I really should have known. September is, if you don't know, the time of year where all these like different planners and journals come out. And I know it's really early to start thinking about this for next year, but it's called planner season if you're not aware. And I'm not really much of like a planner really, but I do like journaling creatively. I like to buy stickers and washi tape and pens and markers, and it's just fun for me to make something look cute and to use pictures, print pictures, and just whatever. Anyways, I spent a ton of money buying all these different like notebooks and stuff that I'll be using for next year, pre-ordering things, and so that's what this is for. I did buy a little more than I should have probably, but I haven't spent this much money in a very long time. I looked back at all my months to see when was the last time I spent this much, but it's been a while. The last few months has just been like $20 here and there, and not much. So I had built up some in the hobbies sinking fund, but now it's gone. So it starts to start saving again, but I do have some overspending I need to take care of. Not sure how I want to cover it just yet, so we'll come back to this in a sec. So from the ready to assign, I'll go ahead and send $125 from my paycheck to the down payment fund, which leaves $206.12. Because I like nice numbers, I'll go ahead and send 1.12 to the holding category and 205. I wanted to start sending money to some of these sinking funds again. So let's do that. See, like I got the live events to where I wanted to the goal I wanted, and then I bought a ticket. Just so quickly. Oh God. Travel. Well, let's look at travel. I am going to Salt Lake, and I made a little wish list of things that I want to do and eat and whatever in Salt Lake. So I guess first we should look at the calendar. So today's the 15th. I have a full week of work, and then on Friday night we go to Salt Lake. We'll be there this weekend, a full week, and then one more weekend before we fly back on the 29th. So fair amount of time to hit up restaurants and do activities. We're going to this game, this Utah versus, I think it's Arizona. Yep, Utah versus Arizona. We're going to go to this football game. We already have those tickets. I'm meeting up with my aunt for dinner one night. I'll probably meet up with a friend to like hang out or probably go to dinner or something. Meet up with my brother, see my nephews. So will be plenty of family time. We're staying with my sister, so no need to pay for a hotel. But there are definitely some restaurants that I want to hit up. The Pie for cheese pull-aparts. Mockin', which is down in Sandy. Mr. Shabu, which is a hot pot, so good. Beto's, it's kind of like a fast food Mexican thing that we just grew up with that I really love. It's down in a suburb of Salt Lake. I don't know, just like a comfort meal, I think. Cheesecake Factory, I believe that Salt Lake City has really, really good chain restaurants. They do chain restaurants really well. we've been to the Cheesecake Factory here and like Benihana here, and Benihana's okay. Cheesecake Factory was not good in my opinion here in Chicago, but I think the Cheesecake Factory at the Fashion Place Mall specifically in Salt Lake, so good. So I want to go there, just because I like it. It's not something I would go to here in Chicago, so. And then I want to go see the Beetlejuice movie while we're there. I need to watch the first movie first. And I've definitely seen it. Like, it was a movie for me, like, growing up. I just want to watch it again because it's been years. And then go see the new one. And then I definitely want to go to the mountains a few times. Like, drive up the canyon, spend some time there. Maybe go on a hike. I don't really know. So that's my wish list. I need to have money for all of these. I think Mr. Shabu and Makin Makin are probably the more expensive ones of these two. Not that expensive though. Makin Makin just because I like to get like appetizers and stuff. But I plan on eating at home at my sister's apartment. We're gonna make her our meal that we've like perfected, my boyfriend and I, and she's excited to try it. We're just there to like spend time like with my family and see friends and be near mountains and just be home. So anyways, the budget for Salt Lake is $380. I think that should be fine, so I don't think I need to send any more money. I am getting more and more concerned that $2,400 is not going to be enough for San Francisco and LA, and that's coming up really soon because so the 20th through the 29th is Salt Lake, and then the week after that I work the full week, and then we go to San Francisco and LA on the 5th, and we'll be there until the 13th. So it's just like a lot of hotels, just a lot of eating out, a lot of activities for 9 days. I don't know. I'm just getting really concerned that that's not going to be enough. Our flights are paid for. We have some hotels booked with like points and stuff. We're going to try and book more with points, but I'm just concerned that it's not going to be enough because it's a long time and I'm a spender, as you've seen. So we'll see. I'm going to see if today Andy and I can kind of finalize the trip situation and put together a better budget and see if I need to move money around for that San Francisco trip. And if I need to send some more money from there and reassign it, I'll let you know. But for now, let's get this $201 figured out. I think I'm gonna go ahead and send $50 to hobbies, and then I will I'll probably be buying an Apple Watch soon because mine is on its last legs. It keeps dying on me. It doesn't make it through the day. The screen freezes and the new ones just came out. So I might have to buy one. So I'll send 51 to shopping and $100 to electronics. Okay. I do have a little bit of extra money in the visitor category that I didn't spend from when my sister was here. And I think I'm going to use that money to cover the rest of this. I'll leave the remaining in there for now. I might send that to electronics if I do end up buying the watch. But we'll see. If I buy it, I'll probably be in Salt Lake when I buy it. It'll be a slightly cheaper tax rate because I think their sales tax is only like 7.25 versus like 10.25 here, so 3% less. So that's something, I guess. And I'll be in Salt Lake when the watch comes out, so it kind of makes sense that I'll buy it from there if I end up doing it. I am just super excited for the trip this week. With my sister having been here for a fair amount of time, it's like 10 days. and then us going to Salt Lake for another 10 days. This entire week that we have coming up, we're gonna take it super easy. We're not doing anything aside from our tennis lesson. We're gonna eat at home every single day. I bought lunches to take to work every day. Just take it easy, relax, because it's gonna be a crazy month that we have coming up. One of the things that we were looking forward to was a Childish Gambino concert coming up on October 3rd. It ended up being postponed, which we were bummed about, but honestly, like, I think it's kind of fine. We're so busy that I have something to look forward to, like, after all this chaos. So, whatever. One of the things that I think I will do if I do end up needing more money for San Francisco or LA is sending some of this money from like dining out and groceries. As you can see, I haven't spent much from any of like my food and variable expenses because of the money came out of visitors. That is my plan if I need it, because that could be a fair amount, especially if the end of the month is going to be all in Salt Lake. So I won't even need to touch much of it. Like a good chunk of it is going to come from my travel categories anyways. So yeah, so that could be a really good way to deal with potentially needing more money in the San Francisco, LA category. We'll see. We'll get this figured out today, I think, because that trip is coming up so soon. 1, 2, 3. Less than 3 weeks away. Absolutely nuts. But that is it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. Bye.